Testing. There we go. All right, everybody. Sorry about that. I forgot that I had disconnected my headset last night. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay now. Today we're gonna be working on making some emotes with the design we came up with for chat. If I can talk today, I don't know why, but Mondays are always such a freaking struggle to articulate. So I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I hope you had lots of rest and had some fun and that and whatnot. So let me go ahead and get right into it. We'll get over here. I'm super excited to finally make some emotes using this design. This is, of course, the design that we came up with, which I'm like super happy with. So far, I still have to go through and pick the fonts. And what we'll do is we will, of course, kind of narrow down like 4 different names. And then what we'll do is we will do a poll on Twitter. And whatever one works, whatever one you guys vote for the most, will be chat's name, and we'll finally finalize that. So that's exciting. I'm really excited to be able to finally, you know, have designs to work with to, give you guys more interaction here so you're not just listening to me yap the whole time. So anyway, let's go ahead and let's come up with some emotes here. Now I remember last time Pensy one of their ideas was one to get my attention. So since we already have kind of a sketch for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up those sketches and I'll use that as a base. I just got to find it. Let's see. What did I do with it? Derp, 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 derp. Not that folder. Oh my goodness. Where the hell did I put it? Oh yeah, it's in here. It's in here. Ha 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 ha. There we go. So we had that as kind of a base, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna change it up just a little bit. We're gonna open this on the canvas too, so I can cut it out here, and we can use this as our base. So copy, paste. Oh my goodness, it's all the way the hell over there. Or why? And we'll turn this into an image material layer so we can manipulate the size and not have to worry about losing quality. Try to do this as least destructive as possible here. Do that. And what I'm gonna do, I think another probably easier way to do this is I'm gonna open up the actual file for this so I can have the layers. Oh, I gotta rename this. Hold on. Let's see. Chat emotes. I'm gonna do that. And then we're gonna do. Now I can open this. Right. You gonna work? You gonna work? Hell yeah. There we go. So I'm gonna probably take these two and put them on my screen so I can see on the other page here. Copy, and I don't need this right now. And paste. There we go. Sorry, I also have a thing for my throat and my mouth right now because it is insano pollen as per usual, and I fucking hate every second of it. I just really wish they weren't allowed to plant trees that are super like hyperallergenic because it's so rude. All right, let's move these heads over here so I can see. And then we'll get our like we'll sketch out kind of like our chibi version. If I can get that. I think what I'm gonna do is make it even more chibi than I did last time. So we're gonna try to make it like super cute. And we gotta really like, you know, dumb down the details basically. I don't want my sketch to get too messy because then I won't be able to tell what the hell I'm looking at here. So let's do that. And let's see. So let's get here. We got to make it more simplified here. You know what? I need to take these and flip them. I think will help out with how I'm looking at it. There we go. Here, let's also take our liquify tool and we'll start making this like super chibi. There we go. We'll make the face like way more rounded, and then we'll stick the cheek out a little bit more. Make sure it looks good this way. So let's get that. Maybe back this way a little bit more. There we go. Excuse me. Jesus. Alrighty. So we can kind of use this as the base for our head, I think. Let's do another layer over the top for the hair. That. At the bottom, I can lay away if I want me to. We need to kind of like make things a little bit like rounder than we did before to keep it like nice and visible from a distance. So I'm gonna do like that. Kind of make things almost like they're little puffs kind of versus the spikiness that we had before. So we got that. But that. And we're going to simplify this down to 3. And then this is the one that's going to have the little chip in it there. So and the eyes are going to kind of be going. We're going to have it kind of like this. Going like that. And we can do the mouth open. Have a little fang there. Little nose. Then we'll have, of course, the whiskers. That. And we're also going to super simplify this part of the hair. Then we're going to do this for the then we can have the little circular eyebrows because they're super fucking cute. Then we'll do this also simplified. Try to go for maximum cute here. And of course, let me know what you guys think as we're going here. I don't want to just be like plucking away at this without any input. I feel like that's not fair. And what we're going to do, I think, also is we're going to simplify the hands. Let's do the neck. And then we'll have, of course, the collar. Probably have to adjust this since it's just a sketch. We take a look again at the sketch of the outfit to make sure we got that good. I think we're going to do less of the actual body for the emote. I think would be better. Let's maybe take this and we'll move that out some. We'll actually shrink it down a bit like that. And we'll have, of course, this part of the hair. Oh yeah, we need our Band-Aid. So that was an important part of the new design. That. Like that. And we'll flip it back the way it's supposed to go here. And I don't think we need this one underneath anymore. And then let's do another layer for the paws here. We're just going to simplify this for the sake of the emote. And we got our spiky and we're probably going to have to do some adjustments to this. So scale and rotate. I'm going to have to do it more. And then we're going to take the wrist, I think, here. We're going to turn it a little bit. So it's up like this more. Gonna make these arms nice and stubby so they're chibi. And then we'll do one on the back part here. Actually, we might even be able to cheat with that. And then we'll duplicate it. Put it behind. Move it over here. Ahaha. The cheats. And then we can put, what we can do is we can just put the beans on the inside like that. There we go. We're getting it. So let's put this in a folder. We'll do yo sketch. Lower the opacity. And then we can do a more like cleaned up one here. Different brush. So let's turn it this way. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn these off real quick. We'll do that last. if I can do freaking curve correctly. Getting better. Let's try to fix it some. It's going to have to be decently thick to show up when it's small here. Let's make it so the ears stick out a little bit more, I think. I'll make it cuter. Gonna do some line variation. Just a little bit here and there. Line weight, I should say. That's the word I'm looking for. Make this a little more rounded. The tip. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to keep some of the layers separate here also. So in case I want to turn it into an animated emote, I can, which I plan to. I think that would be fun. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to come up and connect this. And then we'll do different layering techniques to have all the different parts. And I can also use this as like the base shape for the head going forward. We can just reuse it, change the angle. All right, let's do a look at it here just so I can see it. I'm gonna make this nice and big. I think that'll help. And we'll flip it. No, don't go down too far. And then maybe like that. Try not to make this overly complex. Because a lot of this detail is going to be lost when it's small. I think this is a little bit much here. Oops. Something like this. And we'll just clean up the lines. Oops. Yeah, especially since the smallest size is going to be 28 by 28 pixels. A lot of the detail is going to go just poot away. Damn it. Hold on, let's go this way. There we go. Flipping the canvas like really helps you get the angles you need sometimes when doing like curves, especially. You don't want to use your wrist. You want to use your whole like elbow / shoulder and just kind of rotate it and whip it. Whip it. I want to try to get rid of any artifacts. There we go. We're gonna make this a little thicker here where it connects. Right here. We'll also make it thicker up here. Now. Back in there, a little bit there. I think that looks pretty good. Then we're also going to do this on the other side here. This isn't going to stick out as far because of the angle that it's at. So yeah, we'll just have less of it sticking out on the opposite side there. And we'll just clean up the lines. Just have that. And then of course we'll do our line thickness jam where we have our variations to our line weight. And we want to exaggerate this because like I said, it's going to be like hell small. Oops. Put a little bit of thickness there. This line's kind of. Oops. Cooperate. There we go. That's better. Oh, no, it's okay, Pensy. I hope you had a good weekend. I saw you were having a little fun there yesterday in Havoc stream. All right, so we can use this for the base of the head here. So I'm going to label these as headlines. And we're going to put these in their own folders in a second. Like I said, I want to do these parts like separate so I can just I can reuse the head basically, and and I can also animate them. Might need to flip it the other way to do that. Let's do. I hate it when it does that. No, select the damn color. Jeez. It's driving me nuts today. Flip it back the other way. And I kind of want to still have like the kitty mouth a little bit here. Just on the one side at least. Just want to thicken it up a little bit because it's going to be nice and small. No, that's not good. So we'll leave this as mouth lines. And we'll do nose. Let's keep it super simple. Oh, yikes. Let's do nose lines. And we gotta exaggerate this like a lot. Otherwise, it won't show up at all. Plus, it'll be cuter if it's exaggerated as well. Can't have chat not be cute, right? Well, maybe not exaggerate that bump so much. Oops. We'll bring it in just a bit. Dial it back a little bit. Because it might look weird from a distance. Might not look so much like a band-aid. Come on. Thank you. And we'll leave the dots off of it. I don't think we need those. think we're doing okay so far. Make sure I save a whole bunch. Alrighty. So let's do our squinty eyes here. We're gonna have to figure out how to do the line thickness on these. Might just have to do some of them and then go over them again with some thickness. And what we also can do is we can use our liquefy tool here to kind of give it that like roundness to it, the arc. I think I just messed it up. No, might be okay. Might still be able to salvage it. Maybe if I bring it in and then no. No, why am I like this? Why did I do that? Okay, what we're gonna do. We're gonna get it kind of like I want it, and then we'll draw over it. Nothing has to be permanent with digital art here, so. Come on. Maybe if I rotate it like that and get the curve I want. Almost. And then I can reset the view. Shows how often I actually do like these little squinty eyes here. But I need to practice them for Val because Val makes these faces. Kitty squint. So I kind of feel like it needs to be a little bit farther apart. And then we can cheat and we can duplicate. And we can flip it the other way. And then we'll be able to, we'll take the, we'll transform it so it's smaller. So we'll scale it in this way. Hit okay, we'll flip it both ways to make sure like it looks like it's going in the right direction there. Might come off the face just a little bit I think that's okay. All right, so we'll do I squint lines. Excuse me. Jeez. Now let's get the eyebrows. And I'm going to do the same thing where I just duplicate it on the other side. Make sure that this little line here doesn't look jank. No jankness. It looks really cute, like nice and big like that. So we'll do, this will be, let me flip it back the way I had it. So that is right eyebrow. Now we'll duplicate, flip it. Might be cute if it went a little bit off the head too, I think. Might have to rotate that a little bit more. Flip it. Yeah, I think I need to rotate it just a slight bit more. That, and then flip it back. Maybe move it over a little bit too. That's probably good. Yeah. It's gonna be so cute when it's done. Label that as left eyebrow. Getting there. Let's do the neck just to kind of switch up what we're doing. And what we'll do is we can. Hey, Nympha, how's it going? All right, I'm sitting up straight. No more shrimping. Gonna slurp some water. Delicious, refreshing. Woo! I hope you had a good weekend. Kind of do this, sorta. Maybe, maybe. Yeah, I know time's kind of funky depending on you know, what time zone you're in. Where I am, it is afternoon. All right, let's clean up these lines a little bit here. Oh yeah. Yeah, I had a good weekend. I watched Severance with Havoc. If you guys haven't seen that show, it is incredible. Um I know it's only on Apple TV, but if you have a way to access it without Apple TV, like how we did not access it with Apple TV. I highly recommend it. It is amazing. One of the best sci-fi slash like conceptual shows I've seen in a really long time. Oh yeah, like the art direction is crazy. It's crazy that Ben Stiller is the director for that show. Not that like, I didn't think he was like capable or anything, but that's just kind of mind-blowing to me. I look forward to anything else he decides to direct now actually. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, like Utopia. I know what you mean. Let's put the collar, make it nice and thick. And we can't put a tremendous amount of detail on it, of course, because it's going to be an emote. So it's just going to be a pretty basic collar. But you guys know what the design looks like. And as long as it's recognizable as the character we came up with, it'll be just fine. And I think it will. I watched a really cool video on somebody broke down and analyzed like how like mangaka come up with like the pretty much like the perfect style, one that like is iconic and instantaneously like recognizable. And it was like a they were talking about the different principles of balancing realism and stylization, and then of course adding your own personality into it is the final key. So people know, they look at your art and they're like, oh, that's Fancy's art, or oh, that's Aniki's art. That would actually be a fun Twitter post too, to help nail it down, like what exactly it is that you know um makes my art recognizable as mine specifically. I'd love to hear what you guys think about that, so maybe I can further that and develop in that direction. Yeah, they're in that show, Mr. Milchek, I think, is the most like ominous, but also like kind of like in a funny way. especially since he's such a big dude. That dude is a tank. Oh yeah, yeah, that guy too. Forget his name. He was in what was that show? Crap. Yeah. There was a show that I really liked him in. It was also a sci-fi show. Had like 100 episodes. It was about like there was like two different dimensions or whatever. It was Fringe. That's what it was. Oh no, not Irving. I was thinking of Bert's actual like husband is in Fringe, but Irving is the Jesus in in the crap Big Lebowski. Oh my God, words. Irving's amazing. The actor that plays Irving is awesome. I love that guy. All right, I'm gonna have to start putting some colors here just so I can tell the difference between the parts and how they overlap. Oh yeah, I think he's such a good actor. Select. We're gonna invert the selection here. We're gonna start filling some of these parts in. And then we'll just do these slightly off black a little bit here. So take that. Oh, it's not really what I wanted. It's still got to be darker. There we go. Perfect. A label to neck base colors. So we can do this now as the neck in a folder. Keep things organized so I don't lose my damn mind. That, and let's do this all as this color because that's what I like to label my sketches as. That and invert this. He's been in so many things. Why did it select? Oh, I know why. Ha ha ha. I know what I did wrong. Deselect. There we go. That's what I wanted. We'll do this as head base. It's kind of crazy thinking, you know, like emotes are simple, but yet they're still like complex in weird ways. Like you really have to like think about them. You know, making sure that they're not too complex, like detail wise, but the shapes still read right and everything from a distance. Alrighty. That, and let's select the outside and we will invert again. And let's go to this. We'll do a similar color there. This. And let's do kind of like, we'll do it like a pinkish color here for the tongue. Boop. And then I'm just gonna do white for the tooth, for the fang. There we go. Base colors. This will be the mouth. Man, I'm so happy. There's new Sleep Token songs out, and I love every single one of them. Like hardcore fanboy. That and select. Oops. There we go. Select and invert. That and over there. That. Speaking of which, I kind of want to put some of those on. Let me find them real quick. Let me just go to Sleep Token. Why won't you let me do it? There we go. Go to artists. These are all singles, but they're so good. I like this one. It's super good. But it's the one I was thinking of. Nose. Color base. All right, what did we do for the Band-Aid? It was white, and then it had kind of like an off color. So we'll do this. We'll do this color. Arms around me, and go ahead and wrap your arms around me. I'm turning on my headphones so I can hear this more. I do not know the lyrics yet. Otherwise, I'd be singing along. What is this? Oh, don't need that. So this one is, gotta make sure I know which side is which here. So that is the left eye squint. And this will be right eye squint. Definitely think they're my current favorite brand. Invert and that, and the base color is white. And we'll put that in its own folder. Oops, did not mean to close that. Invert. The base color again. Put this in a folder as well. All right, hell yeah, we got that. Let's pull the sketch up over top so I can see how to do the rest here. I think it's looking pretty damn cute so far. Save. Oh, I gotta stretch. Oh my god. All right, now we can do our lines for the hair here. Maybe I'll turn it this way. Sometimes it's easier. As I say that, it is not. Bah, bah. People just like come into my stream and hear like goat noises. They're like, what the fuck? This one's really good too. They're all good. Ah. Sleep token is goated. Should probably connect these lines so I can fill them. To me like caramel. Gonna do this. We're gonna exaggerate this hair a little bit here so it really shows up. Me, it to me like caramel. Oh, with me, you feel nothing as well. Yeah, I think that looks good like that. A little bit bigger. So when we view it from a distance, we'll be able to see it. You know, it'd be hella awesome to have like a Sleep Token song with like Bastille on it. Since they're kind of like similar in ways. Save for the sake of prosperity. Let's see. I guess I should do this in two different layers here, I think. So good. I do think it's funny when Meat Canyon makes fun of the way he sings. But Meat Canyon can actually sing really well. Like, I'm actually impressed with Hunter's singing abilities. I think he's better than me. I'm not quite confident with it yet. It's a skill I kind of want to learn, though. Actually, that's kind of behind. No, this one's not. Is there a meeting coming up soon, love? Okay. I'll miss you downstairs. Holidays go autumn. Around the forgot to you to me. Me, I can't you know what for you. Looks like I've been, it feels like hell. All right, and then I think I can do the rest of the hair on another layer. I did this right. Invert, and the base color is white. Boom, hell yeah. Look at that cutie. Oh wait, this is white too, I just realized. Let me go to do the head base, lines, and we'll do this stuff in. Oh, and the inside of the ear is white too, actually. So let's get that. Let's see, what do I want to listen to now? Let's do we'll start with where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's it? There it is. Make sure that I got this all filled in here. In the water at night. None of lights and daylight in the dark, cause I like to sleep alone. A sense of controlling my life. In the sense of night, like below the surface. All right, so we got that filled in. Might actually have to separate that out though if I want to do the same effect that I did on the hair. Yeah, I'll probably have to do that, but that's okay. I can do that later. No biggie. We'll do that at the end. So I need to do a couple hair strands on the top on this side. So let's continue, I think, on this. And I like this name, this song. Hey, that you got me to the edge. Oh, that was night for me. Do that, that. And this goes. That goes up a little bit more. Kind of like that. We don't want the line to come over top of that. So that. No. Select the right tool, damn it. God damn it. That, like that. Then we need two more little wisps. Wisps. No. Brush is trying to wig out. It's like, I don't wanna. Gotta fix the tip of that hair. Do a little bit of line weight variation. It's not all the same thickness. Oh my god. Let me do it. That's where it connects. And we're also going to connect it here just so we can make sure that when we fill it, it covers that little area too. Me for dead, why can't I? Both of them from my side. Lord knows I've tried. There we go. And then select invert. Back up to the white. Bam. It's so cute. I love it. Follow me. All right, so we'll do these as top hair pieces. top hair. Top hair lines. And base color. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be super cute. They the same. Why can't I hold the thorn on my side? Lord knows I tried. Oh, damn right. Knife in the back, into the black. Again, the water. Hold me down in the deep. You follow me to the edge. You follow me. So we're gonna do this. And we're gonna like connect it in the back there. It'll make it easier. This and then flip. Do one more small one, even though you probably won't be able to see it behind the collar of the jacket, but maybe we'll have it for another emote where you'll be able to see it. I can get the lines to cooperate the way I want. Also trying to avoid artifacts because they will cause trouble when I put like an outline on the hair. And I don't want that. Actually, come out a little bit more like that. And then I'll start to do this number again. Trying not to make a tangent here where the shapes are kind of like in the same spot, because that way it'll make us lose detail if they're too close together. So what I should do is do like this, kind of just fluff it out a bit. This. that, and one that kind of sticks out like this. Got that. And I don't think we'll be able to really see too much on this other side here. Maybe like a little bit. Just a little bit on this side. All right, if I did this right, it's good enough. Select, invert. There we go. Oh yeah. Hey, how's it going? How was your weekend? Okay, love. All right, so don't need this now. There are stranger things moving on the outside, separated by an open door. Professionally existing over here. How you guys doing? Good, good. We're just we're coming up with you know, some emotes based on the sketch that we made for chat's mascot. So this is going to be you guys' identity here. I'll be you 1 sec. I'm going to close my door so I don't bother Havoc because she's got a work meeting. There we go. Sorry about that. My voice kind of carries, so I don't want to get her in trouble. This body wanted to be perfect and clean. Temporary empire stuck on a day. No way. Or bring the collar up here. And the jacket. Into my timeline. Separated because I wanted more. Yeah, we were I wanted it to be like a cat because I like the whole you know, quantum aspect of things like quantum theory. So I figured like if it was a cat that kind of like could uh you know, change states and that way you know, whatever gender chat identifies with. Yeah, still got to come up with a name though. That's been the hardest part. I suck at naming things, so let's bring this one maybe down a bit here, actually. Bring it down this way. Inside, separated by an open door. Gotta figure out the point to cut this off to for the actual emote because it needs to be square. Do that in just a moment. Try not to make it too detailed as well. Might bring this side in a bit. Kind of match the size of the other side. Do that, and then we'll do mess with the other side too. Let's bring it in. We'll actually tilt it a little bit more since they're kind of like leaning forward. And we can also kind of do this. There we go. That looks better. Looks a lot better. Let's see. So if this was turned, I don't want to do a huge amount of the jacket here. So we're gonna do, I think we're gonna cut it off at the collar here. I think that's probably our best bet. We'll do a little line thickness variation here where it connects. And try to get rid of these little artifacts because when we do the, like I said, when we do the freaking outline, there'll be like little blobs and it'll look weird. We don't want that. Oh, no, it's totally cool. Like, hell, it's Monday, so, you know, like, Monday is one of those days where it's like really difficult to also like jumpstart your like personality back up. But I appreciate anybody who just shows up, like, period, whether you're lurking or whether you're talking. Totally cool with me either way. Grab that color because I've been a dummy up until now and not utilized the fact that I can just color pick. One of the most basic skills of digital art. Speaking of being scuffed on a Monday. Yeah. Yeah, we're all the mug on these days here. All hail the I hate Mondays mug. Like, I seriously didn't want to get out of bed like at all. I was like, I want to sleep for at least another hour. But that would have been a waste. And I wouldn't be able to hang out with you guys, so that's the important part. I'm kind of wondering if I even want the pause up at all, because it might cover up a lot of the detail here. Even though the paws are super cute. But I do have to keep it. I feel like if I do have the pause on there, that it might be too much detail for when we make it small. So let's see. And we'll do a line here in the back. Doesn't need to be that freaking thick. Just need it to like connect back there. Well, actually it might be okay thick like that. Invert and that, and let's see. So the way we have it turned, the magenta would be showing in the back there. So we're going to do that. Save. So let's see. Let's put a square behind it too. That way we know exactly how it's going to look as an emote here. So let's do color base, keep this organized. Do rear color lines. This in a folder. I can't wait to make these animated. I've never done animations before, and I looked up how to do it, so I'm like super excited to do that. So let's take this and we'll throw this down here. And we'll throw all of this in a folder. We'll just label it as chat for now since we don't have a name. Actually, we'll do chat. Yo. There we go. In case we, maybe we at least get the sketch like maybe like one more for, the sake of extending the stream a bit. As I do still have to color this. We'll see how far we get. That, and let's throw a square behind this so we can see how much space we can do if we do this as an so let me do this on its own separate layer here. We're just going to fill it with a color. That. And then we can move it around so we can give it some space here to fit within it. So we have a little bit of space here. We need the yo part. So I'm gonna try to be a bit smarter about this. I always laugh because one of the comedians I at least used to like, John Mulaney, before he kind of like scumbagged his wife, he has a skit about when you make a birthday sign, you always start with like big ass B, and then like you're like, oh no, I don't have enough space for like the rest of the letters. Luckily this is digital, so we can we can mess with that, we can play with it. So we can avoid that problem. Give it some variety in the thickness of the lines. Passing through you, I know what you are. For more than I see, God, to by your neck. Joseph. Naughty, but no. See through you, I know what you are. More than I see, God. And we also have to make sure that this is still big enough to be seen from a distance. We don't want to cover too much of the head here, but we might have to just a little bit. So let's do that. Oops, wrong layer. And we'll select the inverse. And we're just going to fill this for now until I figure out exactly how I want it to look. So we'll do so Y, do lines. Oops. We'll do color base. More than I see. Oh, wait. So this is like text. So we'll do that as yellow because I like to have it kind of labeled like that. And then what we can do is we can get our eclipse tool here, or ellipse. Ha ha ha. Words. How to use the English language. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to make this thicker. That's okay. We're definitely gonna need room for an exclamation point. Make it kind of a little bit cartoony, kind of like that, where it's got some difference between the thickness there. Lines. And that, and then we'll do invert. That. Add a folder. All right, so we just need exclamation point. We also might have to mess with like the sizing and the placement on these. Go back to that. Back to this. Where's Alex when I need him for like the graphic design aspect of this? But for real, he's been like hella helpful, like with he really helped me design this like character sheet to make it look really like professional. So Alex is the goat. Not to mention he's also a super swell guy. Sing the praises of the Alex. Come on. And then we'll have it like that. Oops. Probably should have made that the lines on that a little bit thinner, but that's okay. We'll do it with the next part of the line. So we'll do this, and we'll make this like a 5, maybe. Yeah, there we go. That's probably a good spot for it, but maybe if I flip it the other way, I can look at it better. Have it kind of like this. I think that'll work. Invert, and then fill that for now. Well, I guess this wouldn't really have a hole. I don't know, it might look okay like that. Hey, how's it going, Windseeker? I worked more on your model this weekend. I got the wings almost on. Um, I got the wings left to do. I've got the pedestal that you sit on, and I added some hair pieces, and then I just got a couple more fingers. So we're getting there. It's gonna take time, but I'll get it done for you, man. Speed exclamation point. Might even do a couple of these exclamation points. I'm excited to get it done so you can do collabs with us so you can be on like these streams too. All right, let's flip this back that way, and now we can mess with the placement and the size and whatnot. Oops. I don't want to cover up too much of the detail, like I said, so might have to make this exclamation point a little bit smaller. So I kind of want more than one exclamation point too, so bring it down. Then we'll duplicate it. And maybe one more. And as that's still in the square, I think it might get cut off a little bit. So let's move them back over some. We want to make sure it fits it within the square format that we're trying to do here. Damn it, not that one. Is it this one? It's that one. So let's use our alignment tools. I think that'll help a bit. Oh, hold on. There we go. That's better. What happens when I do this? Yes. Hell yeah. And then we do the same with this. Oh, we need 3 for that. That's okay. I think it'll be all right. And I think once we put some like outlines around these, I think they'll show up a little bit better. Let's maybe put the Y over top of the O. Nah. So let's save. Let's do like 5 maybe. I don't think I want to do anything super crazy with these. I just want them to stand out, pop out. So I have a tendency to overdo things sometimes, so we're going to try to avoid that. That reads pretty well. Can't decide if I want to put another line around it, maybe like a black line around it too. So it'll pop out on a white background and a black background. I think I'll do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a copy of all of these. Duplicate, we're going to merge. And then we'll put these in a separate folder here, and we'll have them as the letters separate. We do this in the least destructive way possible, so maybe we can reuse some of it. And then we'll do this. We'll do a black outline from there. There we go. Something like that should make it so it will also show up on like a white background as well. It's a little messy on the inside, but I think it'll be okay. Maybe even, let's bring this up to maybe like 8. Yeah, that looks better. Rasterize. Looks like it still fits in our square because we don't want it to be cut off. Actually, might just be talking shit here. Nope, gotta move it. So let's move it in slightly here. We might need to make it a bit smaller too. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move it, make it a little smaller. That way it doesn't cover up the details of the actual image. So do that. We'll make a copy. Kind of bring it in. We'll have it kind of close to the edge, but not too close. I can still kind of read it. I think that looks pretty good. We'll label that as yo. Oh, not that. We'll do that, and we'll do these as yellow too, actually. Okay, so now I could start doing like some actual like shading and details. I think this is the only emote we're gonna get to today, because I do have to do some laundry today. Your boy needs underwear, like really bad. I don't want to be gross. All All right, so I kind of want to start with the hair first here. And we'll try to remember the technique I used on the hair here to do it. I think I remember. I think. Hopefully I'm not wrong. That is the wrong brush. And and I think I used this color some. And I think I had some yellow in here too. So let's some of that. And then I used one of the holographic gradient maps because I always use those. Maybe it's this one. And then pin light. Yeah, that looks right. Pretty close at least. I'll do like a tone curve and see what it does here. So we'll make it so it stands out more with the technique. Like that. It's not quite the same, but it's close. Maybe I can play with it a little bit and see how I did this. See some more, like some blobs, I think would. Oh, that's right. I had some of these too. Kind of like that. And then we can adjust this tone curve. Make it a little lighter in between. And just make it lighter in general. There we go. Open fire. Not of rejection. Beauty. Not of rejection. That and that. And let's save. Oops, I forgot to put the whiskers on it too. I'll have to do that. Let me do that before I forget. That, and let's turn off the jacket top so I can see. I knew I was missing something. Turn off the hair too so I can see it. An angel on me from the hell below, and the thing is not too much to hold. Then an angel, I feel I'm dying all alone. Me up or let me go. And trying to get this curve right and distance between them. Like leading in his own way. Maybe if I did it this direction. Because we have it kind of like where it's like Naruto, like where they're not like straight up whiskers, but they're like whisker lines. Maybe if I do it this way. Eyeballs, bloodshot. That and bring it in. Might have to use our liquefy tool a little bit here, and hopefully I don't fuck it up. And an angel, I feel I'm going all alone. Let me up or let me go. Actually, that was probably okay. Pull back this way a little bit. Erase. Do it like this. And then we can duplicate and flip and rotate them. That, and I'm gonna make this a little easier on yourself. Take these lines, do this. Now we'll find a layer, do that. Hell yeah. Flip back. Put these in a folder. Whisker lines. And these are the whisker lines. If I'm not dyslexic, I might be a little dyslexic today, but that's okay. Maybe I'll come back and look at it later and be like, hey, I'm a whole ass. It's the total opposite. Makes my life thinking I'm like I'm right. I'm moving until the... I'm glad I caught that. I needed to turn the stuff off anyway, so I can do the coloring. What we're gonna do is just realize that I need to do a separate layer here for like the inside of the ears anyway. So let's just do some really, really basic cell shading for the shadows on this. lower this down to like 50% for now. I don't know how much more I want to do on this, but what we'll do is do right here. Do that. And we'll just erase away. That. We're actually going to have it kind of overlap a little bit there because it is. No, it's not really separated that way. Bah. Bah. That. That's probably okay. Nice and basic. Let's do 20%. Because we still have to do the we're gonna put the space texture over top of it as well. I'm gonna blur a little bit this last one here. Then we're going to do a screen for the kind of like the light part, the highlight parts. So what we're going to do is I think we're just going to put some, maybe just like here, we're trying to keep it like cute. So we're just going to use a bunch of like circles and ellipses and whatnot for the coloring. Make sure that it's nice and rounded. And maybe we'll do like that too. And we'll do 50%. And we'll duplicate it. We're gonna do a Gaussian blur. And glow dodge. There we go. That looks pretty cute. Oh, I should have done some on the ears, but that's okay. I think it'll be all right. So we got that stuff. So I need my galaxy texture. Got to figure out where I'm going to put it in the layer hierarchy. An old man now. They look old? I hope not. I turned off some of the layers, so just so I could do some of the shadowing here. You'll have to let me know if it still looks funky once I'm done doing what I'm doing. Oh, that's because I turned off some of the hair right now. So if I turn on the rest of the hair, it's like that. And then it's got the jacket color. I just turned off the hair so I could see what I was doing underneath. Yeah, no worries. I'm gonna make you make chat as cute as possible. It's important. Muy importante. Ba 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 ba. Where is my image material? Oh, wait, wait, wait. I can just take it from over here. We can be smart about this. Or did I already? No, I already merged it. Bah. Maybe I can't be smart. Oh, no, no, no. It's cool. No worries. I know what you mean. Fancy, you're way too nice to be like, that looks like crap. Though if it does look like crap, please tell me. I definitely could use the feedback. I just been plugging away over here pretty much. Awesome, I appreciate it. That's how true friends should be. True friends don't lie to each other, just to tell them what they want to hear. So let's make this smaller. And rotate it a bit. And then we'll do, let's put this on the bottom here. Yeah, because the other things will show through. Okay, cool. Let's see. So how did I do this? I did soft light, I think. Then I duplicated it, and then I did a lighten layer. Ah, yeah, that's how I did it. Ha 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 ha. I remember. I think I might put one over top of that so it's not super. Oh, that's right. I think I did 75%. So let's turn this down to like 30% on the top so we can still see our other details. And then we'll turn these down to 75. Cool, cool, cool. I got that. I think I can pull this over now. This as red because it's an effect. Same with this. And let's do, maybe I can find a gradient map that'll work well with this. Maybe we use the same type of gradient map. Nah, I don't really like that. What about if I just stick color? Nope, I don't like that at all. So maybe not that. What about something like one of these? Then we'll change the think like that maybe, and then maybe soft light. It makes it a little dark, but we can mess with a tone curve. See if we can get this so it's not quite so dark. pull that over. So we want to be able to see this from a distance here. Let's make it lighter in general, I think. Will probably work best. This in just a little bit. That how does pin light look on it? Pin light doesn't look great. About hard light. Hard light kind of looks better. Just a little bit. What about overlay? Kind of like overlay. There we go. Now it's looking better. I'm thinking to duplicate this, put it over the top. Let's bring some of the colors back in. Let's do maybe 50%. That's too much. Let's do 20%. I think that'll look okay. I might have to change the colors of these little squint lines so they show up. Oh, word. I'll have to check that out in just a sec here. I just want to get through this one emote today, and then I'll be able to look at it. So let's see. Let's do this, and we're gonna duplicate them real quick. Merge that together. Put it over the lines here real quick. 20% and hard lights. 50. Duplicate. See if we can make this work the way I want. Maybe I need to blur them just a bit more so they have more of a reach to it. So let's do 50%. I don't want the lines to be pure black is what we're going for here. What a screen would look like. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. That, and we'll do one more little effect here on this. So we'll take these and we'll duplicate them again. And merge. Duplicate. Duplicate. Actually, I might not need this one. That might be too many duplicates. Do this. We're going to do our chromatic aberration. Not that intense. That's like way too much. How's 10 look? 10 still kind of goes outside the line. So let's do 5. And then lighten and blur by 50%. Then turn that down to like 30%. Then we clip it back to this. think that'll look pretty good. All right, so we got that part done. We need to do the inside of the ears, the neck. So let's do the neck part because that's the next part that is the has the same feel going on here. We're gonna do the same here actually, where we turn. Actually, let me grab that color before I do that. So we're going to do this. And then we'll do this. So they're on separate layers. Oh crap, I did that on the lines layer. Why am I like this? There we go. We'll do like our super basic cell shading again. We'll just have kind of like a little shadow here where the color is. We're not going to be able to see most of that anyway. Let's see. Where's the percentages here? 20%. So I did 20%. The shadows. And duplicate. Blur that one. Linear burn. Screen. Okay. We'll just do a little bit of a screen down here. Just a tiny bit. We don't need anything super crazy. It's probably going to be covered up anyway. Duplicate. Let's blur it. Low dodge. All right. And we can take these. It's going to be so much easier now that we've established that how we can do this. That on the base. And then one more lighten over the top. That. We can just duplicate these. Things go so much faster once you establish like a workflow for whatever it is you're working on. There we go. That looks pretty good. So now we can take these. I'm just going to go ahead and merge it. And duplicate. Put it over top of this. Hard light. Super blur it. 50%. Duplicate. Low dodge. How many do I have here? Lighten and then screen. Duplicate. Lighten. Then duplicate. green. That, and do the effects on these. This one's going to be lightened. And, oh wait, that's the wrong one. Ha 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 ha, ha ha ha. This one. Wait, what did I do? Hold on. Losing track of what I'm doing here. All right, so it's this. Why is that not going away when I turn it off? That's what's confusing. That turns off. Oh, did it do a whole another layer? Ah, that's weird. Okay, okay, okay. We can fix this. Maybe. Maybe. We'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. And delete. So now when I turn this off, did I do it again? God damn it. All right, so delete on this one. You can definitely tell that getting towards the end of what I can do here on stream because I'm like getting like scuffed again. Okay, cool. All right, so that's that. What layer is this then? That's also that. Why did that get duplicated? Okay, we'll figure this out. So color, effect, chromatic aberration. And then we'll do one more of these, duplicate, put it over the top. And then lighten, Gaussian blur 50. And then we did that as 30%. Okay, cool. So that should be, if I merge these, this should be right. Yes, that's right now. Woohoo! Neck, base. Make sure these are still freaking labeled correctly. I don't know what the, why is there, that's like that, but we'll figure it out. What happens if I delete this? Does it go away? It does go away. So what layer is this? That's just nothing? Let's go back, unclip that, do this. All right, I think I figured it out. So we're gonna do some really basic here. We're just gonna kind of just put a little bit of a light source on it, just a tad bit. Like that. We don't need to do anything super crazy detail-wise on this collar. And glow dodge. And I think that's good. And then we'll also duplicate this. That. And then hard light. 50%. that. And we'll duplicate it like twice, and I think that'll be good for those lines so they're not 100% black. Okay, cool, cool, cool. I think we figured this out. So I can merge the neck together now. Save. All right, cool. So now we got all the body parts done. I'm going to leave these layers in case I want to do it with a different emote so I can refer back to it. So I'm thinking maybe we should do something with these lines and make them a different color so they stand out. They might actually be okay now that I adjusted it, though. I think they're all right. So let's go to the mouth here and the base colors. We're just going to do some real basic cell shading again here. Just going to fill this and then I'll carve away. Oops. Get that pink color that I was looking for. Do that. And we'll just carve that out. Actually, let's make it a little bit bigger. So when we look at it from a distance, it won't be too dark. That's probably fine. 20%. Duplicate. Duplicate. We'll blur it just a bit. And we can do screen. We're just going to do a little bit of a highlight here. %. Okay. That and low dodge. There we go. That's good for the tongue. And then what we'll do, just do a little bit of a, oops. Something like that. There we go. That's all we really need to do for the mouth. Merge that together. Oh, yeah, I know. Well, that might mess up that. We'll just leave that alone. I don't want to do anything too crazy with that. I think what we'll do is we'll just put a little bit of a highlight on the nose, and I think that'll be fine. Just like that. duplicate and flow dodge. And I think that's good. Merge that together. Save. And I think I should go ahead probably and do this. Fill. Oops. Not on that layer. Oh, not that much. And let's make sure this is all filled in here. Oops, I got to fix these lines back here too. That. Make sure that this will kind of go over the lines when we're done. Clip that. There we go. Make it easier. Temporarily unclip that so I can do the effects now for the hair. Oops, on the wrong layer, wrong brush. This is what I want. That. Let's see, where did I put the hair? Aha, here it is. Where was I? Right here? Oh, that looks way better. I should redo the top hair. I remember how I did the technique now. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just do this. We're gonna delete these for a sec. We're gonna redo this real fast because I remembered how I did it now. Oops. Go away. Sometimes it just takes like the muscle memory to kick back in with how we do things. So I did it more like blobs. That's why it was. That's how I got that effect the last time. I did like different pressure. There we go. So now it should look similar if I take this and I want to make sure this looks consistent. There we go. That looks a bit better. That's probably fine. So what I'm going to do is duplicate that, put it over top of this, and let's merge it. Hard light, set, filter, blur, 50. There, duplicate, glow dodge, duplicate, lighten, and duplicate screen. Kind of works. That's okay. We don't want to lose the details, so we're gonna leave it like that. And then I want to take these and also duplicate them and merge. There, duplicate. I do color. Oh wait, hold on, did something wrong here. We need all of this. Duplicate. Then merge. Filter. Effects. Chromatic aberration. And then lighten, blur, 50%. And down to like 30%. There we go. Looks way better. Let's see, save. All right, so we got that part done. Okay, take that down again so we can finish up what we were doing down here. This and duplicate, merge, duplicate, color. No, I get tired when I have to say the freaking steps out loud to keep track of what I'm doing. Alrighty. So now let's see, we can merge those back together and then clip it. There we go. Save. We're getting there, guys. We're going to finish this emote today. All right, so that's the head. So that's good. Maybe I should do the I'm gonna do like the bigger chunks of things. So let's do that. Let's do all these hair pieces while I have the technique in my mind. That. Duplicate. There we go. Now we're cooking. Over that. Merge together. Blur 50. 50%. Duplicate. Dodge. Duplicate. Lighten. And then duplicate screen. Take these, duplicate them, merge them together. Color, chromatic aberration, lighten, blur, 50%, down to 30%. Cool. So that's that. I don't think I want to do any shading on them because I think it would mess up the effect. So we're not going to do that. So we got that now. Let's do the eyebrows. We're going to do it on both sides here. So what I can do is just duplicate the layer. Make things easier on myself. That. go. And then make this. Oh, wait. Hold on. Do one more thing. Merge. That. Oh, crap. I meant to make two of those. And merge on the top. Lighten. Word. Percent. Then 30%. Okay, cool. So now I can take that, that, and that. Duplicate them. Oh, wait. This. Duplicate that side. And these. Duplicate. Aha. Ha ha ha. So, thinking what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and merge these. So that'll be that. Merge that. All right, so we got that done. So basically, we're almost done here, which is awesome. So let's do. I'm glad you like it. We're gonna do the band-aid here in a sec. I'm gonna do these. Trying to do the big parts first. So we'll do this. Gonna fill it real quick. Oh wait, I got the. There we go. And that, and like that. Okay, duplicate, linear burn, and Gaussian blur. I'll do screen. That 50%. Duplicate, glow dodge, blur a little bit. that. Oh, wait. Didn't blur these yet. Oh, I didn't even see the the ad there. I could have taken a bathroom break, but that's okay. We're gonna finish this up pretty quickly here. We're almost done, so I'm excited. Don't have too much left to do. Oh wait, this was supposed to be lightened. There we go with that. Duplicate. Actually, that kind of looks good like that. That does actually look good like that. It's easier to see. So we'll do this, we'll merge it. Duplicate, duplicate, clip, clip, color, chromatic aberration, and then lighten. I'll probably leave that at that level, and then gotta do the little glowies, glowies, which is super easy, so won't be an issue. Let's make them nice and thick so you can really see them. That. Oops, it's too thick. That. Then blue on this side. That's a little thicker. No. Oh my god, I can't do lines right now. So I know I'm getting tired. That. And then two is we'll duplicate them and hard lights. And Gaussian blur, let's do 30%. It's down to 50. Duplicate it again. Low dodge. Go down to like 30. And one more. Add glow. Do that 10%. Then we take these and duplicate them. And we can slap them up here. So that looks good. So let's merge all that together because it's done. So close. Oops, that needs to be green. Don't do lines. Like, don't put these on it. Oh yeah, tomorrow is Mother's Day, isn't it? What movie are you gonna go see with your mom? Oh, yeah. No, 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 no. You don't have to worry about that. I have never done that and I don't plan to. I kind of want to try like some psychedelics at some point, but nothing harmful, nothing like hardcore habit forming. All right, so we can do hard light. That's so funny though. It took me a second there to figure out what you were saying. You're very silly. I like it. Duplicate and glow dodge. 30%. Yeah, no coke ever. I don't want to ever do that. I have no interest in that. I don't want to be like sitting around doing like thousands of push-ups for like no reason. Even though it'd probably get me in hella shape fast, but oh yeah, I hope you have so much fun seeing your mom tomorrow. Or not seeing her, but you probably do see her already, but hanging out with her. Yeah, you gotta, you know, in moderation, of course, and know your limits and whatnot. So don't do hardcore drugs, kids. All right, I just have to do the band-aid and we'll do an outline around the whole emote and then I think we're done. Yeah, it's much I prefer to eat it. Much better that way. Like gummies or brownies. So let's do the band-aid super fast. I don't think we need to do too terribly much to it. I'll use this color for the shadow on it. Apply, we'll just fill it, and then we'll do our carve away technique for the lighting parts of it. Nah, I don't think I don't think Havoc would ever suggest that. Yeah, that's enough. Exactly. This is a cute little highlight on there. And duplicate. Glow dodge. That's probably good for the band-aid, I think. Do merge. Duplicate. Duplicate. I'll have to change the labels on my stream if we start talking about this stuff. I'll have to mention it. So people are like, what did I come into? My goodness golly. Merge and duplicate. No, we're good. Don't worry about it, Betsy. It's okay. We're gonna do like 20%. But percent duplicate. We'll do lighten. Duplicate green. There we go. Looks pretty good. Stands out for sure. Oh, I'll stop shrimping there and I'll drink some water. There we go. So let's see here. So what I'm gonna do is, for the sake of doing non-destructive editing here, I'm gonna duplicate this whole thing. And we're gonna label this as the layers. Turn that off. Gonna merge all that together. And then we can put outlines around this so it will show up on different backgrounds. Let's do maybe 10. And we'll rasterize, and then we will do another one with a black outline. So that way it'll pop on both the light and the black backgrounds. Blah, 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 blah. Oh crap, we had a little bit of some artifacts when I did the first one. So let's go back before I rasterize that. And we'll see if we can get rid of these artifacts. So there's some right there. There's some on the ear here. We don't want too much of like these like random bubbles here. All right, so now we can rasterize. And we can do second line base here. We'll do 10, make it nice and thick. That way it should stand out on different backgrounds. So I think that's looking pretty good. So what we're also going to do is duplicate this, turn that off. We will merge it. Now we got to make sure this all, of course, fits in the square here. We're going to take these, merge them together, and we're going to convert them to an image material. Oh, I know what I can do. I'll do that in just a sec, but We're just going to make sure that it fits all inside the square. So like that. Save. And do new file real quick. Let me look at the emote requirements over here, and then we'll do we'll use the automatic resizer here in a sec too. So let's see. What's it under? I think it's under. Is it under alerts? No, it's not alerts. It's and cheering, subscriptions, sponsorship. It's not that. Oh, it must be viewer rewards. There we go. Okay. So let me look at the requirements here. If I do another one, 1 megabyte and then 4096 by 4096. So we're going to do this. $40.96 by $40.96. Copy, paste. Make this nice and big. Then we're gonna do this. So we put it in the center. We're gonna leave some space around because it's gonna shrink down once it gets to the maximum size. Delete that. So we now have a transparent background. We're gonna flatten it. Desktop, stream stuff, emotes. That in there. I'll be right back, guys. I have to pee so bad. 1 sec. Okay, sorry about that. I thought I was going to burst. My freaking cat, Vegeta, was trying to stick his head in between my legs while I'm peeing. I'm like, dude, you're gonna get pee on you. Like, what are you doing? Why are you like this? All right, let's see. Did I already save this? I think I did. So I saved it. Yep. Hell yeah. All right, now that I'm back, we can do a little wrap up here. So this is what we came up with for the emote for today. I think it looks freaking great. Hopefully it's going to work out with the sizing and everything. So I will mess with that. I'll mess with that later because I've done a lot today. So I think it's been a pretty long pretty long stream here. So let me stick you guys back in the lobby and we'll wrap this up here. I want to thank everybody so much for showing up to stream. You know, even if you guys were lurking, lets me know that you guys are also working on your own projects, and it makes me happy that you're also working on art with me. It's really motivating. Um, I will be back tomorrow, and hopefully we can create another emote together for you guys to use. If you're watching this on YouTube later, I also appreciate you guys so much. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Bye bye bye.